Quick question. If you're friendly and liked by everyone around you, is it because you're influential, or is it because you've gone silent on what really matters and what you really stand for? So today, we're going to talk about why knowing who you are and what you stand for isn't just a nice to have, it's the foundation for your influence at work. Look, it's really easy to just really quietly step back from who you are. In that corporate life, you can lose your voice. Yes, you want to build relationships, you want to find sponsors and get things done. But the challenge is if somewhere along the way, you start to bend your views to always match the views in the room, you start to dial down your values because you're trying to somehow find agreement. But there's a trap in all of this because that's not being influential if you're being someone else, and it has a cost. Because when you stop showing up as you, three things will happen. First, you really feel it. That gap between your values and your behaviors, it creates psychological strain. Your confidence will drop. Your self-worth can slowly erode over time. Two, others are going to see it. Your colleagues are going to notice when your words and actions don't align. That say-do gap, it breeds distrust. And once credibility goes, so does your influence. Number three, your momentum is going to stall because without trust, it's really hard to build that coalition to support your ideas and to help you progress things. The antidote is consistency. It's consistent, values-led presence. Now, being authentic, that's not about saying whatever you want. It's about being clear and consistent about who you are, what you stand for, and then behaving accordingly. And when people know that, they're going to know what they get from you. Your principles, your standards, your promises, they're aligned. That makes collaboration easier. Your relationships are going to deepen. And you'll find that support grows. Now that's influencing with integrity. So how do you do this? And where do you start? Firstly, 4 reflections. Now you might want to pause and grab a pen for these. Firstly, do you know what you stand for? What are your non-negotiable values and behaviors? Secondly, do you understand what truly drives your behavior? And then next, are your words and actions aligned? And lastly, are you consistent? Even when the heat's on, when you're feeling the pressure. Next, you want to turn that insight into action. So I'm going to give you some actions that you can think about to apply. Firstly, actively seek feedback. Do it both across and up and down the food chain at work. Ask them, where do you find me the most consistent? Where might I wobble? And then listen without defending when you get that feedback. And focus then on those behaviors that you need to tighten. 2, do regular self-reflection, ideally daily. Where did you honor your values? Where did you trade them in for approval? And then when you know that, what are you going to do differently tomorrow? 3, put in place some courageous experiments. It might be a meeting that you pick this week where you're going to voice a principled view respectfully, plainly, and early. And then notice the impact on trust and traction. Some very simple things that you can start to apply because you don't need to be the loudest person in the room to be more influential. You just need to be truer to yourself. So choose one value this week that you're going to make visible. Name it. Live it. Let your consistency speak before you do. I'm Michelle Gibbings. I help leaders thrive in this complex, changing world, helping you make wise, powerful decisions. If this clip resonated, share it with someone who you think's ready to step up without selling out. I'll see you next week.